Welcome to Moonbase Podcast, episode 21. Today I'll be speaking with a dude in Ukraine, in Kiev, and talking about the war and his experience there, what he saw, what life's like there, and propaganda in the region, and a lot more. So stay tuned, because this is a good episode, and check out the Moonbase Patreon when you get a chance, and it'd be great if you guys support. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Dear Sir, I have been requested by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company to contact you for assistance in resolving a matter. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company has recently concluded a large number of contracts for oil exploration in the sub-Sahara region. The contracts have immediately produced monies equaling $40 million. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company is desirous of oil exploration in other parts of the world. However, because of certain regulations of the Nigerian government, it is unable to move these funds to another region. Your assistance is requested as a non-Nigerian citizen to assist the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, and also the Central Bank of Nigeria, in moving these funds out of Nigeria. If the funds can be transferred to your name, in your United States account, then you can forward the funds as directed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company. In exchange for your accommodating services, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company would agree to allow you to retain 10%, or $4 million of this amount. However, to be a legitimate transferee of these monies according to Nigerian law, you must presently be a depositor of at least $100,000 in a Nigerian bank which is regulated by the Central Bank of Nigeria. If it will be possible for you to assist us, we would be most grateful. We suggest that you meet with us in person in Lagos, and that during your visit I introduce you to the representatives of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, as well as with certain officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Please call me at your earliest convenience at 18467-4975. Time is of the essence in this matter. Very quickly the Nigerian government will realize that the central bank is maintaining this amount on deposit, and attempt to levy certain depository taxes on it. Yours truly, Prince Alusi Ilisis.
Hello there.
Howdy.
Fine, thanks. What you doing?
I'm just on this platform, finding interesting conversations to have.
Me too. Where are you from?
Canada, you?
One more time, please. Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada. Oh, nice country. Me? Can you guess where I'm from?
Alright. So I can
Let me give you a tip.
the accent.
Let me give you a hint. It's Europe.
Yeah, I was guessing that by the accent too.
But what part of Europe?
You like Denmark?
Nope.
Sweden?
Nope.
Norway?
You think that I'm from northern parts of Europe? No, I'm on the east.
So Eastern Bloc.
Yup.
Alright, could I ask a question?
Yes.
Was it in the Soviet Union before?
Yeah.
Okay. Romania?
Nope.
Bulgaria?
Nope. Let me give you a tip. I'm in the military now, but I don't want to.
Ukraine?
Yep.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually recording a podcast, and I was just trying to get people like from different parts of the world and see what the experience is like. It can be like fully anonymous or not, depending on what you want, but it would be cool to get a few words from you if you want.
Yes. Of course.
How's life there? How's the war?
War, I'm in Kiev now. It's quiet here, but sometimes rockets and drones are flying. They're very deadly. We have a curfew. I cannot go outside now. But now it's tough times. We are fighting, still fighting.
Yeah.
trying to protect. I saw some shit. Excuse me for my bad language, but
Oh, you
uh,
can swear as much as you want.
oh, thanks. Um, I've been living. I was born in
Okay.
Donbas region. This is the
That
part.
was a
You
heavy
know,
fighting area, right?
yes. But I moved there. I moved to Kiev when I was child.
Okay.
Uh, and I've been living before the war in the village, right in front of the Kiev, the capital of Ukraine.
Okay.
And if you know, we've been attacked from uh, multiple sides,
Yeah.
and from northern side we've been attacked as well. And my village was like the last village that was not taken by Russians. Uh,
Okay.
yes, and uh, I saw like how they've been killing people. Unfortunately, it was horrible. But but you know, after all that shit that I've seen before the war, you know, I've been struggling with problems like how to get an apartment, more money, a good
Yeah.
girl, very good looking, my job. After all that shit, I'm just appreciate that I'm alive and I'm keep
Now
smiling
you're
all the time, you
stoic.
know. Yeah, now I'm stoic. Now I have only time now. I'm alive. I'm happy for that, and uh, because tomorrow it could end, you know, it
Yeah.
could be finished, my life could be finished, and I don't want this. I want to travel the world. I want to see Canada. I want to visit Canada, United States,
Yeah.
United Kingdom, all these countries that I've been working this remotely. I've been working as the interpreter and still do, because we have a lot of people from Canada, from United States, from United Kingdom, volunteers who's fighting on our side, and they need people who can interpret for them with our soldiers, so they can communicate with us with our soldiers. I'm doing the job now,
I
and
applied to volunteer.
don't write there. It's horrible, man.
Yeah.
You should be very tough to go there, because it's not that war. It's like a World War II, man. It's
I was
horrible.
in the Canadian military for like 2.5 years and never got anything cool, just training, training, training. So then when this popped up, I was like, okay, like my background's Romanian, like you guys are more or less the same people as us, you know?
Yeah, but
So,
if it's very easy to get killed here, you know, because
yeah,
Russians are strong, and there is a lot of them, and they are studying.
yeah,
Um, when the war started, they've been thinking that we like them, that we appreciate them here, and they are protecting us from European Union, from NATO, from United States. But we don't need to be protected, yeah,
yeah,
you know. And we started to fight back, and they don't like it. And now it goes as it goes, and uh, I appreciate help from your country, from United States, from United Kingdom, because a lot of things that you gave us saved a lot of lives. I saw guys who's been saved because of the vehicles, because of the armor that you're giving us. Uh, they are lucky guys, because you know that Humvee, that some BDR or
yeah,
something like that armored, it's just the wheels and metal, but who's inside, it's a life that
yeah,
cannot be replaced. It cannot be replaced with any metal, with any money. You cannot like pay mother any money that can replace her son. It's
yeah.
horrible, and Russians don't understand it. I don't know why. They're retarded or something, because they are fighting for nothing, just just fighting because the
I
president
find
told them to do it.
a lot of the cases I looked into, a lot of them are forced into it too. Like you don't have a choice there, you know?
Yeah, but they had a choice. We had a choice. We wanted to change our lives back in 2014, and we did it, and they don't like it. They don't like that we want to live normal life, that we want to be as you guys. We want to have a normal salary, like normal life, opportunity to travel all around the world. This is like, it's called freedom. We want that as well.
Yeah,
Very much. This is, you know, for people on the West, it's like a normal thing, but for us, it's something like something beyond. It's
something
yeah,
to fight for.
yes. It's when people are saying like I was on vacation, I was there, I've been doing that things, and you cannot even go outside during the night because you have a curfew, and you can be taken, and it's hard because before the times were different. Before that, I was like we were three people. I have a dream to visit Canada, visit United States, like all your
If you ever
countries
come,
that.
let me know. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll definitely do when it. I hope if I will survive, I will visit all of you guys because the world is. We cannot fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know that shitty talks about World War III or something. Yeah, we cannot fuck it up. We don't have to fuck it up. It's just scary, you know. People who didn't see the war, they could romanticize it. It's like make it romantic. That whoa, but it's completely different thing. When you see in movies people dying, you don't feel the same thing when you see that in real life. In real life, it does not look that beautiful when a bullet hits and it doesn't work like that. It's just
Yeah.
there was a man and now he's gone.
Yeah.
And
You got
it's
sprayed in your face.
yes, it's very horrible, and
Yeah.
I hope someday it will be finished, and I can go to Irish pub, for example, drink there some beer, sing some Irish song, or go to Canada, sing the song in Canada pubs as well, or in the United States. It's just like my dream now. Because before the war, my dream was like, oh, I want to be successful, I want to have a lot of money, I want to have a racist girl, but now I just want to like
Life.
explore the life, explore the world, travel.
Yeah.
That's all I want now. But I have to sit there, wait, study, and become better. Do sports. That's what I do have now.
Yeah.
We are Ukrainians. We have, like my father said, he's in the military as well. He's how do you call the person who's dealing with landmines?
So we would call it an EOD tech. So it's
EOD tech.
explosive ordnance disposal technician.
Yes, exactly. That's what he is, and
That's what I wanted to do when I joined the Canadian military.
Oh man, there is a lot of job for that.
Yeah. For me, it was more if you're taking out a landmine, then there's no conflict in your head of am I doing the right thing? There's no more bomb. I saved someone's life, you know? There's no conflict in your head of, oh, I shot this person, like, they had a family, whatever, like, that bomb is gone, and it's good,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah, and you know what? To disarm these landmines, we need to spend like 100 years, I guess. My favorite forest, I used to run in the forest. This is my best sport, running, meditation in forest, you know.
Okay.
And now it's full of landmines. My beautiful forest, my place of power. It's just like I cannot visit anymore.
Yeah.
And my father, who's dealing with the landmines, he says, like Ukrainians, we have only two ways now: killed or be killed, kill or be killed, in survive or die. Enjoy the life or die. Only two ways, nothing in the middle. Like no depression, no anxiety, no this shitty mental issues. No, nothing like this. Only two ways: be strong or be weak. Nothing else. Nothing in the middle. And I wish the whole world like will understand that you need to be or strong or weak. There is nothing in the middle. You cannot keep the peace, because if you study history, you know that if you let aggressive country do their stuff that they are doing without any punishment, it will spread all around the world. It happened already 2 times, and it can happen again. Very easy. You see that shit is coming now. Israel, Palestine, Russia, China. I don't understand how it works, but it's just like a snowball. It just keep on rolling all the time and keep increasing. And now I don't hate Russians. Like, it's more feeling, misunderstanding. Like, why? What do
Yeah.
you want? Like, I'm here. This
I
is
don't
my
think the
land.
soldiers on the ground are like in that position of I want to take Ukraine. You know what I mean?
They don't know, because if you completely destroyed education in your country, in Russia, and people are certainly stupid. They don't know things. They didn't see anything in their lives. They just believe the TV, what it says. The only thing that it's TV. You will like do what what people in charge will say you. So if you read Orwell 1984,
Yeah.
it's exactly
Totally.
how it looks. War is good, peace is bad, and things like that. And so I've been talking with them, and I don't understand
You
how their
can't be
mind
saying
works.
stuff like that. The Ministry of Truth will come after you.
Yeah, exactly. And you cannot stand with a piece of paper. There's empty paper. You cannot say you
Yeah.
will be like incarcerated. It's just upside down. Everything here is upside down now.
I
We
just
had a
find
good
it
life.
really sad too that like at the end of the day, like the same like cultural mesh that Romania has with the Ukraine, it's very similar with Russia too. And it's like, why can't we all just be like, all right, my mom made this goulash, your mom made this goulash, your mom made this goulash, like why, like you know what I mean? It's so culturally
Yeah,
similar. It's like not exactly the same people, but a lot of the Balkans and Eastern Europe and Russia, if you talk to the individual person, it's more or less like, like especially in the West here, it's like when I was in the military, anytime I'd meet someone from Eastern Europe or Russia, it'd be like, "Oh, like what up, bratan?" Like
yeah, yeah. You
and
know,
I think that's the saddest part.
this is very sad. This is very sad part, because uh, the only thing that uh, makes difference between us and Russians, we are stronger. And I don't mean like muscles or like vehicles. I mean mentally, because if Ukrainians don't like something, like it was in 2014, we will express that. We kicked out our president, who was a fucker. Uh, he killed people on the main square of Kiev. He decided to kill young students who just started their life, and we
Okay.
kicked him out because he was a Russian
Yeah.
puppet, puppet, yeah, and
Puppet. Muppets are
puppet.
puppets too, but not. Yeah.
Yeah, Muppet, puppet. Sometimes confusing. So we are strong in this, that we can express. I can go on the main square of my city and say anything that I want. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the government. I don't like Zelensky, for example. It doesn't mean that I mean that, but I can say anything that I want, and nobody will punish me for that, because this is my opinion, this is my thought. And if somebody will try to punish me for that, I will fight back. I would grab Molotov cocktail and throw it back to the police if they.
Okay.
In Russia, it doesn't work like that. I saw two videos compared to each other. A video from Ukraine in 2014, when police forces tried to attack meeting people on the square, and they started to throw Molotov cocktails on that BTR, police BTR. They started to fight. I was there. I was kid in school, but I was fighting on Maidan as well. I was wounded a little bit, like with a gun bullet, it's police
22.
bullets. No. 20. It's made of rubber bullets.
Okay.
Uh, they started to shoot real bullets a little bit later. I was in school. I was in ninth grade, 10th grade. I was in 10th grade. I was there, and there was a video like people were fighting, and I saw that. And compared video to Russia, where they have some protests, some meetings, there are a bunch of people, like 20 or 30 people, running out from one policeman who's trying to chase them. Like, I see that. I don't understand. You guys, you are 40 of you, you can beat the shit out of, kick the shit out from this fucking policeman who could, like, fat ass policeman who could just trying to kick your ass with his stick. You don't need to run. You can fight for yourself. Because I have some people in Russia that I know, and when the war started, I told them, run, leave the country immediately, because it's not going to over in a good way. And they tried to do a meeting, protest. There are 400 of them. There was 400 of them, but they were surrounded by 1,500 policemen. And that's how it, yes, it's pretty crazy. They were surrounded, and I told him, not, don't even try. You are not in that country that can do that. Your country should wait until Putin will die, and maybe something will work out. You are not like us. You need to run. You need to escape this country as fast as possible. And he did. Yes, he did. Now he's somewhere in Europe.
Would you say
hiding.
The government's overreach there is more powerful?
It's not about, when your politics for 100 years to slave people, to make them very, very loyal,
docile
to anything you say. Any bullshit that you say, they will, like, eat it.
Okay.
It's just history, because Ukraine, even it was a part of Soviet Union, we've been fighting, but it was a partisan war, UPA, Ukrainian Rebel Army. We've been fighting against Soviet Union because they were stronger. There was a lot of them. We've been fighting in the forest.
Holodomor.
Yes, it's when 30 million people died, and and when United States and other countries tried to give aid to people, like, Soviet Union refused. No food. We'll proceed to kill them. It's our country. It's our kid, and that's why Ukrainians hate Russians, because they did a lot of bad stuff back in the day, like Holodomor, or we have the part of the history. It's called in Ukrainian host. The name of that part of the history, Розстріляне відродження. That means shooted rebirth. It means the part. It was 1970s, 1960s, when clever people in Ukraine, like poetry, singers, scientists, all that, clever people, best people, they were referred to gulags. They were killed because they didn't want Ukrainian language to spread. They didn't want some intelligent people, Ukrainian. They didn't want them. They wanted just to have a republic that will feed their fucking fat bellies. That's what they wanted. And now, when we have this opportunity, this opportunity, it's given to us like one time per 1,000 years, the opportunity to fight back and not to let them take over us again, because 600 years before that, we've been losing all the time. They've been taking over us, and now we have an opportunity to finally stop them, to finally fight back and not let them occupy our territories, our minds. Because I am Ukrainian, and I identify myself as Ukrainian, but I was born in Donetsk. I speak Russian language. Now I speak Ukrainian language, but before I was speaking Russian. And I thought it's all right, no worries. But deep in your mind, you understand that it's been happening because you were occupied. Like, Russian language was spread. It was forced to spread because Ukrainian language was tried. They tried to get rid of Ukrainian language. Yes, and now they are very mad because they cannot do that. They cannot take over us. They treat us like some rednecks. If we compare it for you to, like, we are some rednecks. We don't know shit, but we are free. We have something that we can give the world. For example, in Ukraine, all the documents we have in the phone. for example. There is nothing like that in European countries or United States. You cannot, like my passport, everything, all the documents is in my phone. I don't need to have a paper on me. I can apply for driver license using my phone. I don't need to go anywhere. I can apply for some governmental benefits using my phone. I can sign contracts using all that. I can use my phone. I don't need that bunch of papers.
Yeah.
I thought that you have some similar thing in your countries, but no,
No.
we have something to offer. It's very just like, for example, we have a lot of things, IT technologies. Uh, we are not stupid. We are trying to,
Same with Romania. A lot of people say how it's a second world country and whatnot, but we had fiber internet before any of Canada or the US even knew what that was.
Yes, exactly.
After communism, so I'm pretty sure Ukraine is in the same situation where after communism there was just a boom in technology because
Yeah.
everyone was kept so suppressed for so long, and then when they got out, they just realized like, oh, okay, there's all this available options for technology. We're gonna make it as best as we possibly can.
Yeah, we don't need to wait for doctor's appointment for 2 months. We can go anytime for doctor. It was for me something insane when I've been speaking with American people and they are waiting for 2 months, to have doctor's appointment. For example, they have some pain. It hurts a lot, but they have to wait for 2 months. I said, really, you cannot go to any doctor, for example. Just call, hello, I want to visit you. I cannot do that. No, we need to wait because it's scheduled
the
for.
same in Canada and in Romania too. The bureaucracy is different. Like it takes longer to do a lot of stuff there too.
Yes, and I guess that our system of health protection, I don't know the proper name, for system, medical system.
Yeah.
It can be our experience can be provided to Western countries because and when people Western countries will see that system, they will like it because it will make their life a lot easier. But
I think it depends because the U.S. they make a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
You break your arm, it's like thousands of dollars in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
So
And but we still have a lot of shitty people because Soviet Union was not destroyed. I don't want to say destroyed. It was reunion.
disbanded. Yeah.
Disbanded 30 years ago. And if you read Bible, there is a story about Moise, who's been leading people for 40 years in the desert.
Yeah.
And they've been asking him why we're making circles around the desert, and he said, until the last slave will die, but won't stop moving. And the last slave was himself. So I have same opinion about Ukraine. We need to wait until the last slave of Russia, of Soviet Union, of Russian Empire will die, and then we will rise, completely, because we have some traitors. I some of them because it could be in any other country. If Russia attacked the United States, for example, occupy some territory, there will be some traitors too. It's normal things. It could be happening in any part of the world. Traitors, betrayals, but still.
What would you say is your if you had to pick any outcome of the war, what would you want to see happen?
My best option for now, my analytician mind thinks, what's my opinion.
That's what I'm asking,
So for now, I would not counterattack Russia. It's very hard. It takes a lot of lives to counterattack them. They built a very strong defense line with a lot of mines. They destroyed a bunch of cities, completely destroyed. There is nothing left at all. We have to build same defense line after that, we need to increase our military production. We need to say collect this power. Teach people completely, because a lot of people are fighting without any knowledge. They are just fighting because they are heroic people. Because they're heroes, nothing else. We need to have heavy planes. This is the most common thing in the world. If you have planes, it's very hard for the enemy to fight you if you have air defense. As far as
I know, you guys have planes. It's just no one has control over the airspace.
We have there is a difficult situation because we have planes, but they are Soviet planes, Su-27, Su-25, Su-24. They are all planes.
Full name? Su is short for something, isn't it?
Su. It stands for the last name of engineer.
Yeah.
Sukhachov or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's we have anti-missile rocket system here to defend our airspace. We have planes, but it's not enough because Russia is strong. They've been spending, the whole world been buying their gas, their oil, their diamonds, their wood.
Sorry.
Sukhoi. Yeah, Sukhoi. That's the last name of the engineer.
Yeah.
So they've been receiving a lot of money from Europe, from Europe also, like billions and billions of dollars they've been receiving, and they've been spending it for the military. We don't have that resources. Like we don't have that things. We have bread, wheat to sell, because we are doing. We are
30% of the wheat production in Europe.
Yes, but it's not. You understand? It's not diamonds. It's not oil. It's not something very expensive. And they've been spending this money for the military. Yes, 80%, 70 or 80% people in Russia, they are poor, very poor.
Okay.
You have Arabic countries who also produces oil.
Yeah.
But the people there, they have money. They live there because you saw their cities. In Russia, it's completely different situation. They have even more money, but a small amount of people owes that money, like government and some oligarch. Oligarch is like a very rich people.
Yeah.
Russian oligarch.
We're familiar in the West with the term of oligarch.
Yes, and just normal people, regular people, they don't have this money. Nothing. They don't even have toilets in their buildings. They need to go outside. It looks like the city after the war, but there was no war. It just destroyed because of the economics, because of the government, and the educational system also destroyed. People don't know that it could be something bad outside. They never traveled anywhere. They never seen anything else. They just watching TV. And TV, they're sitting some fucker telling them NATO will destroy us. United States, we need to hit them with a nuclear weapon, and we are the greatest country in the world. Blah 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 blah. Just telling them shit, and they believe that because they don't know anything else. Then they don't have internet.
Yeah.
And sometimes Russian captured Russian soldiers, they are very stupid. They completely don't understand what's going on. It seems like the person was born yesterday. He doesn't know what he's fighting for. He doesn't know how the world works, what the borders of the country. He doesn't know where he is. He just he was told that America wants to kill them, and he thought that on the territory of Ukraine there is American troops here, and our guys, Ukrainians, military guys, telling them there is no Americans, there is no Polish people. We are fighting with you, we Ukrainians. Don't you see us? And he said, no, there is a fascist, there is a Nazis, there is Americans, there is a NATO. I was told, I know that it's fucked up, and
What
a
do you
lot
think
of
of
them.
like the Azimov battalion?
Azimov battalion?
Yeah.
Azimov battalion.
The guys with the Panzer, like it's the Ukrainian flag on a shield,
Oh,
but they have like
yeah,
the Panzer symbol. I think it's like
yeah.
groups like that a lot of the West is focusing on and is saying like, oh, and probably Russia too. I'm not privy to a lot of
It's just
Russian
a
media.
sort of propaganda. It's just a cross,
Yeah.
nothing else. Like, Bundestag. It's a German, like, military
Iconography.
the department.
Okay.
They are using still that cross. It's like,
Okay.
and they have on their technique on their planes, and we are using that cross too. Sometimes we are even trolling like Russians, like, with some Nazi shit, and they're just,
But they have the same
we are
stuff
just
on their
joking. No
uniform
Nazis
too.
here, huh?
They have the same stuff on their uniform. If you look at the pictures, they'll have like the black sun or whatever,
Yeah,
like the newest white supremacist symbol. Like it seems like both sides do it as
but
equally.
Nazis. Nazis could be in the United States, in any country. There is like some skinheads, Nazis. It
Yeah,
could be. I saw that in the some percent of people. It can be in
yeah,
any country. It doesn't mean like Russia says there is Nazis over here, all around
yeah,
there. But it's just a reason to proceed the war. They don't even
yeah.
know what the reason to find to proceed the war. They've been telling like, we are fighting against Nazis. We want to destroy all the military of Ukraine. After that, they say we are fighting against NATO. Now they are saying we are fighting against, like, I don't
Yeah.
know, battle mosquitoes. They telling a lot
I
of
saw
shit.
one that was like, we're going to fight in Ukraine because they're gay demon
Yeah,
Nazis or
yeah,
something
gay
like that.
demons. That's completely fucked up. Gay demons. I heard that shit.
But they're
The
also
moment when you're
Nazis
just going
too.
like, what the hell are you just, what the hell did you just say, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't understand how it works, because I consider myself as not a stupid person. It's hard for me to understand, like, how the mind of these people works, like
Maybe
how
for
they are believing.
Babushka, who's just sitting there watching the TV all day and
Yeah, but
doing
the young
nothing.
people,
Yeah.
there, it's just, you have internet, motherfucker. You have internet. Go and go to the internet, Google some shit, and you will see the real reason for the happening situations. You can do anything to clarify the information.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you just heard some shit on the TV, and that's all you done in your life?
Yeah.
Means that you are stupid. And it's very hard to explain, because they've been preparing the shit for many
Years.
years.
Yeah.
They've been preparing people for that for many years. Because how is it possible, like, that 5 years ago they are telling us, we are your brothers, like, we are brothers, we want to protect you, and after that you come and you kill people, like, in front, you're killing child, you're killing women, you you do this shit, like, you've seen some videos from
Yeah, for
Israel
sure.
of what Hamas does, and just make it 10 times bigger. That's what's
Yeah.
happening here, like, all the time. Women are raped, and we are Slavic people, like, Slavic culture. We our fathers, our mothers, they are teaching us from our childhood that we need to protect women, like, we need to protect child. This is the main thing, like, and when they come and they use it like a weapon, like a psychological weapon, this raping, this rapist, killing murders, because it hurts, because every man in our country, like, he can stand when some shit like this happens.
Yeah.
uh,
It's like in
and they are
World
used.
War II when they took over Stalingrad. It's
Yeah, exactly. And they are using like a psycho. They want to make us afraid that we will. They want to make us scared of them, but we don't scare. It's just, yes, it's complicated, but we are not scared. sometimes scared, like when rocket flying and you can die right now, you are pale, like, oh my God, you're almost dead.
Yeah.
But after that, you have a relief, you're alive.
After
And
the
after that,
first
you become
time,
stronger. Yeah.
don't
And
you become like kind of numb to it after?
yes, completely. If some people from Western Europe or United States will come here, they will be freaked out because, when you're going on the street, just going somewhere for your business, and you hear that sound, and you look around, people just proceed to do they don't even like pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Yes, but you can see who just arrived because this person started to do like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, like that. Yeah.
Okay. What do
And
you
now we
think
are
of
ready.
the criticism of Zelensky from even like Western media too? There's like a lot of conservative people that say he just wants the money and that it's
Let me
very
say a
corrupt
thing.
and it doesn't get to where it needs to be.
Yes. When Zelensky came as a president, he was an actor before.
Yeah.
Uh,
We've all seen him in the high heels and stuff like that.
yes, yes. But he built
It's
his own
comedy,
business.
yeah. No, I get it.
Yes, big business. He made his own big business. He made all his money by his own
Effort.
this is his money.
Yeah.
He made them. He came into the system, big system, because there is a corruption system. Yes, and I don't decline that there is no like corruption. Yes, and we need to fight it. And believe me, when people from the front line will come back, somebody's ass will be whooped. Yes, but he came into the system. He came alone, and to fight the system, it takes a lot of time because this system was built back in Soviet Union. Because in Soviet Union there was no such thing like buy an apartment. You were not able just to buy an apartment, car. You have to wait in a line for years to receive it, or to receive something, even to listen Pink Floyd, for example.
Okay.
You have to pay somebody. And it works like
The
even now.
Bulgarians with their bootleg Pink Floyd vinyls.
Yeah, exactly that. And people, they had to pay for that to maybe to make this process more faster. And even now, when our people go to the doctor, we have like a tradition. We give doctor cognac or brandy, and some sweets like a pack of candies. And every grandmother, every babushka here,
the sewing kit.
yes, she tells that these candies and this alcohol for the doctor, don't touch it, because it's some sort of
Offering.
make doctor more like a kind, more reliable, more like more, and he will serve you better if you will give him something else.
Yeah.
It's like small detail that shows how that system was. It's very strong. It's been happening like for many years, and to destroy it, it's very hard to destroy it. And I saw a picture, countries that had the same level of corruption before, but they now in the European Union. It was Poland, Bulgaria, Romania, Baltic countries. They had the same thing because it was Eastern Europe occupied by Soviet Union. This or other way it was occupied.
Yeah, the vacuum was created.
Yeah, it was vacuum, and people, the only way just to give somebody money to receive something, under the law.
Yeah.
And now the system, because the way I think, I am a new generation. I think I'm 25 years old. I'm a new generation, and my main thing is to obey the law, know the rules of my country, respect people, keep smiling, do my job. And people that I know, my age, they on the same level of thinking. But the people older who's been living in Soviet Union, they still have that, that corruption system of thinking. Like we have a term porishite. Porishite, it means like deal, make a deal.
Porishite?
Yeah, porishite dila to like.
Porishite dila.
Yes, like idem porishite dila. Let's go like to solve. We'll solve that question.
In Mexico, it's called the bite. I forgot what it is in Spanish, but they have the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to the cop and they give you a ticket and they say, "All right, you have this ticket," and you ask, "Do I pay? Can I pay it here, or do I have to go to the office?" And if they say you can pay it here, then you're good to go. You just give them the cash, and then you
just hey, take it. You can go. And how it works here, the same. But now we are trying to fight, but it's very hard. It's hard because we have outside enemy and we have internal enemy. Like internal enemy are destroying us, and it's not only because we are like people like this, because Russia is our neighborhood. They are our neighbor. They are special force, not special forces, like intelligence.
Yeah.
Like FSB, KGB, you can call it any. It's very like.
Or what is it? GRU?
GRU, yeah, GRU. It works very well, and it's been working before when we didn't even notice that. They've been selling people there. Selling. They've been sending people there. They've been taking governmental positions. There been a lot of this, and they've been paying them money to make a mess here. For many years. It was like it was not like one day operation. All right, we start the war. No. It's like many years before. It's been a lot of preparation process for that.
Yeah.
And it was very good, but one big mistake. They thought that we loved them.
Yeah.
But we didn't. No.
I hope your experience with like the front lines directly. Like, did you have any of that, or when the bombings were happening in Ukraine, or?
Yes, I've had a concussion, a little.
Okay.
Did I say it correctly? Concussion, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. When your brain gets shaken.
Yeah. First time, very scary. Very scary. Some people, they react in different ways. Like some people are trying to panic. Some people, they became very focused. Do or die.
They've been there before.
I'm on the second group of the people. I discovered that like when some hard situation, something hard is happening, I'm like do or die, and nothing else. And my experience was
Eastern European.
Yeah, do or die. Very scary, but do or die, nothing else. And the most terrifying, not bombs. The most terrifying thing is to see young people dying, because when doctors, they like 12 hours in a row, they are trying to save people all over covered with blood, different blood. They don't even wash the tables because there is no time to wash the tables. But it looks like some horror movie, the most horrible horror movie that you ever seen in your life, but it's in real life. And you see that guy without leg, for example, and you think this person could have a good life, but now he is disabled. Like now he has no limb. Now his life not destroyed, but still it will not be
severely
like it was before. And if you don't see that, you will never understand that. There is no movie that can explain that, no documentary that can explain that. The only situation can make you understand how how horrible it is. You know, I hate war movies because it shows like it's romantic war, you know.
Yeah, glorified.
But no, and people like they are raised in the movies, they think that it looks like this. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about like a large amount of people. They don't understand how it works, to see the people are really dying and suffer. It's not a movie like heroic death. It's not heroic death that people are swearing, they are snoring, they are like for many hours. It's terrifying. And you know, every person that I speak from foreign countries like United States, Canada, or United States, I always tell the same thing. I really appreciate your help. This really helps us to survive. Without you, we would be occupied and destroyed. I would be killed because I'm a man. They don't need men because they can fight, you know. Without that, yes, it takes money and some of them are stolen, but still, this is the only way for us now to survive. And I hope that it will end in the best way possible with peace. No World War III or some shit like that. No nuclear weapons or something. It's just horrible because people who tell like nuclear weapons, blah blah blah, bombs, blah blah. No. They've never seen this shit.
Yeah.
They never seen the real explode. How like when you see some building, bam, boom, nothing.
Yeah, they
only
have
that.
a fountain in Japan, and it's like a water fountain, like in the park, and it's dedicated to the people that survived Hiroshima but died after, because they were just lying on the ground cooked, and they were just praying for it to rain to cool them off. And that's
It's
like one of the
horrible.
most horrible things I think I've ever heard in my life.
It's just I can say I'm crying, man. I'm crying every time like when I see that. I cannot hold my tears because it doesn't matter Russia and Ukraine, but when the person are dying, uh, it's horrible. I don't know. In the movie, it's not the same. Like Tarantino said, in movie it's like art of killing, blah blah blah. But in life, it's very different thing. Very different thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way, and we will stand anyway with our territories now or bigger territories. But the main thing is to survive now. And I hope I think the script of the future will be maybe like in Korea. Maybe we will not fight back our territories, but we need to keep our country alive, develop it, make it great, and one day when we'll become strong enough, we'll become rich enough, we can take back our territories, even maybe without fighting.